Incoterms are an important part of any contract, as these define the responsibilities of the various parties involved in trade, which mainly include seller and buyer. However, consideration must be given to the responsibilities of the freight company who is involved in the movement of the goods. Today's Friday 5 will concentrate on selecting the right term when goods are containerised, and these include FCA, CPT, CIP, DAT, DAP and DDP. The 2010 amendments clearly outlines the use of Incoterms available relative to the mode of transport, and it's important to be aware of these. The International Chamber of Commerce reiterates in their 2010 amendment that terms such as FAS, FOB, CFR and CIF should be avoided when transporting goods by container. The main reason for this is the double risk, which requires a third party to check the condition of the goods as they transfer from one party to another during the journey. This is of course difficult to do when goods are sealed and inside a container. Here are 5 points to help you select the right Incoterm. Firstly, always make sure your Incoterm is incorporated into the contract correctly and at an early stage. I would recommend this includes the clause subject to Incoterms 2010, clearly followed by the Incoterm and place of transfer. Secondly, it is advisable to agree with your customer any amendments to the contract. For example, when changing from FOB to FCA, this should be agreed in writing, making sure there is only one risk involved. CIF should be replaced with CIP, with a clear understanding that the seller is insuring the goods on behalf of the buyer and not in the seller's own name. The policy must state the buyer's name as they are responsible for damage or loss. However, if the seller is insuring the goods, then DAP or DAT may be more appropriate, as these require the seller to take the risk either to destination or to an agreed terminal. My third point is to make you aware that if one party insists on using a non-approved term in relation to the mode of transport, this may place the contract in jeopardy, especially if it involves a court. It may be an option to amend the risk through the commercial agreement, which is common law. For example, FOB to a named port, with the insurance risk starting at the seller's premises after loading the goods to the export vehicle. When using CIP, it is important that the commercial value should be increased by 10% to compensate the buyer for any loss of profit. Finally, when using a non-approved term, consideration must be given to such clauses as general average, as the right Incoterm will define the party responsible for the bank guarantee once the sacrifice has been acknowledged. If you would like to learn more about the use of Incoterms and trade documentation, we cover this in more detail through our course, which you can find through the link below. Thank you.